where we're currently at in the book. I have not read any pages today. I have a little bit of downtime. I'm going to read in my downtime, okay? The first clue is here. I'm so scared. I feel like I'm gonna have to try to figure this out along with her. Like, the point is to have a love interest. Whatever. This is literally Sam Cortland all over again. I'm gonna start another book today, and I'm really, really excited. Crazy, 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 crazy. Really does not matter how many pages I read, as long as I'm making some sort of progress. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video, another reading vlog. What did we expect? Truly, what else did you expect coming onto my channel? I feel like that is all that I film, but I wouldn't want it any other way. In today's video, we're gonna see how many pages I read in a week. Basically, we're just gonna go Monday through Friday, and we're gonna see how many pages I read every single day, and we'll add it all up at the end and see how many pages I read in a full week. I feel like I'm a really heavy reader, and especially with summertime, I literally have nothing to do all day, so I feel like I've just been reading books non-stop. So I'm hoping that this week will just give you guys insight onto how many pages I actually read. You guys are probably so confused all the time because I'm reading like 2 and 3 books per video. Yeah, I'm just a heavy reader. I have nothing else to do with my life, so I just read books. For this video, the book that I want to start with is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I read Once Upon a Broken Heart by her, and granted, I probably should complete that series, but in true Bryn Green fashion, we're gonna start a whole new series instead of continuing series that I'm in the middle of. I'm gonna start Caraval today. Today is Monday, June 9th, and let's see how many pages that I can get done today. I really don't know much about this book, but my long distance best friend, Juliana, love you. She basically was raving about Caraval, so then I ended up buying Caraval like a few months ago, and I never got around to it. I'm finally reading it. I trust her book recommendations more than literally anybody else in my life, so Caraval, I really hope that it's good. Let's go ahead, let's start reading Caraval. Look at this map. It is so beautiful. Chapter 1, the only sentence it says is it took 7 years to get the letter right. And then it's different letters to the Caraval master. This girl, our main character, wrote letters to the headmaster of Caraval trying to get him to like bring everyone and come visit so that her and her sister could see the performance because they're not allowed to leave like their little small hometown. And now the next Caraval thing is invitation only, and they got invited. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I'm really nervous, really nervous. Chapter 8, page 68, and I have some things that I want to say, some updates about Caraval. First and foremost, the first thing that comes to mind, their father is evil. Literally every time that one of them does something wrong or lies or anything like that, he punishes them by punishing the other sister. So for example, if Scarlett does something wrong or gets in trouble, he'll punish Scarlett by fully beating her sister. What? You're evil. And also really there's not much else going on right now. Like they just got tickets to Caraval. And Scarlett is due to be married to a man that she just met because she wants to leave so badly. Like she's stuck in her hometown. The only way out is to get married. All they want to do is get out, and then they get tickets to Caraval because they've been writing like the headmaster of Caraval for like 10 years or 7 years, I believe it was. I don't know, just a very long time. And they finally got tickets to leave. So that is where we're currently at in the book. And I don't know, just Stephanie Garber's writing is always going to do it for me. So I'm really, really enjoying this book so far. I'm gonna continue reading. There's really not much else that I want to update on. I just need to say that their father is evil because he literally is. Okay, hello world. I feel like it's so funny when there's nobody else in the house except for me and my 3 dogs. Every single time I start like randomly talking, all of my dogs just come out of the woodwork and start staring at me. They're like, girl, are you talking to the ghosts again? Yes. Yes. I'm talking to the invisible people that are surrounding me. I swear my dog thinks I'm crazy. Like, look at her. Aww. Anyways, I'm reporting to you guys live. It is 5:34. I have not read any pages today. I am really enjoying the book, so I feel like that's not even my main issue. My issue is just genuinely, I have not found time to read today. I have been doing college stuff all morning. Look at all these papers. Look at all those papers out from my college search. Like, oh, I'm setting up tours. I'm trying to figure out if I can run track in college. Guys, it's a lot, okay? So please bear with me. I feel like videos are just gonna be hopefully pumping out a lot, but it's gonna be pretty hectic. Anyways, I finally have a little bit of downtime. I'm waiting on some letters of recommendations and replies from different people that I need to fill out the college stuff. I'm currently just at a standstill. I have a little bit of downtime until they all reply. So I'm going to read in my downtime, okay? Instead of doom scrolling on TikTok, I'm gonna choose to read, which is so unlike me, but I'm gonna continue reading Caraval today. I think I left off like chapter 12 yesterday. I feel like the way that Stephanie Garber writes is just so amazing, and it always amazes me. It's just always a plot twist happening. It's so magical and lyrical type of writing, and I just really, really appreciate it. I know that you're supposed to read Caraval before the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I personally didn't, but we'll see if that even matters. I think I'm just gonna go sit around and read some of my book today. I don't know how many pages I'm gonna read. It's just, like I said, a very, very hectic day. So we'll see how many pages I get through today. Let's continue reading Caraval. The first clue is here. I'm so scared. I feel like I'm gonna have to try to figure this out along with her, but knowing me, I'm not smart enough to figure out the clues of Caraval. But the first clue is here. I'm nervous. Literally, to win Caraval, she has to find her sister, because her sister getting kidnapped and disappearing is part of the game. It's actually really good. Me when I lie. Anyways.
No, you're gaslighting yourself because you're trying to keep yourself from buying it.
Okay, you got me there, but that is not a crime.
Okay everyone, I have some updates on Caraval because I feel like this book is finally actually taking off. It's so weird for me because fantasy books take so much longer to get to like the actual point of them. There's a lot of like world building and character bonding, and like there's more build up in a fantasy book than there is in like a rom-com. And since I haven't read fantasy books in so long, I just feel like it was really difficult for me, like yesterday especially, trying to read it. I feel like I wouldn't have read that much yesterday if I didn't have the amount of time I had yesterday to read. So I'm currently on chapter 14. The whole plot is finally happening. Like her sister finally disappeared. That sounds horrible, but like the plot's finally actually occurring. And it's so funny because I know I said before I don't understand why Julian is here, like what purpose does he actually serve? But my thing about him is like, I kind of get it now. True, there's really no reason for him to be there, but it's so funny how he's like, he has to work with our main character Scarlet, and I love him, so it's fine. I don't really mind his presence. I'm just confused as to why he was there in the first place. But also I get, like, the point is to have a love interest. Whatever. Basically right now her sister just disappeared, and we're learning that that is literally part of the game of Caraval. Like they all came to this island and it was kind of set up, or like just pre-planned, that her sister would get like basically kidnapped, them being invited to Caraval and everything. Like that's literally part of the plan. So in order for her to get her sister back, she also has to win the games of Caraval, which is crazy. She's getting a 2-in-1. Like, and what you win if you win Caraval is like a wish. You get granted one wish. This is obviously like a magic magical type of fantasy book. It feels very fairy tale-esque, and I just love that about Stephanie Garber's writing because every book I've read by her is just very fairy tale-esque. So those are honestly all the things that I have to say right now because I'm finally getting into like the actual plot. A lot of the stuff that I've been reading is world building. I feel like we're finally out of that phase of the book. So I'll come back with updates later, and it gives you like clues and stuff, but how am I supposed to figure that out? Like, no, I'm just gonna vibe and they'll figure it out for me anyway. You know, like I'll figure it out sooner or later. So I'm not gonna try to crack the code. So I'll just figure out when the characters figure it out because I don't have enough brain cells for that. I'm gonna continue reading, but I'm on chapter 14. We'll see how much further through I can get today. What's going on? And Julian, come back, please. This is literally Sam Cortland all over again. All over again for me. Bye. Hello everyone, it is officially the next day. I don't know whether I should try to figure out how many pages I read since it turned the next day last night, because you guys saw I was literally up until like 3 something reading and finishing Caraval. I don't know if all of those pages should count as yesterday, but we're just gonna do it that way because I didn't have the foresight to write down what page I ended off at exactly 12 o'clock. So we don't know, but we're just gonna count all of those pages towards yesterday. Guys, I finished Caraval. My rating for this book I think is gonna be a 4.5 stars. I just love Stephanie Garber's writing. The plot twists in this book were absolutely insane. I feel like honestly the last 100 to 150 pages were just like, what in the actual heck is going on, and how is this all going to wrap up nicely, and how is this even going to make sense? You guys should have seen my posture last night finishing the book. I was hunched over like this, just shocked, gasping. I have never been so shocked about a book in my life, and I don't think I even captured my reactions last night correctly, but it was just so funny because why am I picking up my camera trying to like whisper talk to you guys at 3 a.m? Why am I trying to do that? The only reason that it's not a 5-star read is just to give me that 5-star feeling. I feel like our love interest Julian, I was just like, why the heck is he here? It made sense at the end. I promise it all makes so much sense. And now that I've read this, I wish that I could like tell you guys all about it, but I can't because it's so many spoilers that I would be saying. Just confusing in the beginning, and I feel like as all fantasy books are, but I feel like this one especially was a little bit more confusing in the beginning. Also, the ending was just crazy because it wrapped up nicely, but then there was still a little bit like, wait, that's unsolved. Terraval, I'm gonna give a 4.5 stars. I'm gonna start another book today and I'm really, really excited. My two options right now of things to do are college search or read books, and I'm gonna choose the latter. Every single time I'm gonna choose the latter. The next book that I want to read is actually a book on my trusty dusty Kindle, and it's none other than Darling Girls. Let me look up actually what this book is about so I don't get anything wrong. It says it's a crime novel that follows three foster sisters, Jessica, Nora, and Alicia, as they are forced to confront their past when a body is discovered on the property of their former foster home, Wild Meadows. I feel like it's going to be a very, very interesting read. I'm hoping that we get deep in this book. I'm hoping there's some quotes that I can highlight and stuff. Let's go ahead and let's start Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. My favorite thing recently has been sitting in the car and reading. As you guys know, I got my permit recently, so I've been driving around a little bit, but my favorite thing ever to do is sit in the car, listen to some music, and read my book. I used to always sit in the car when I was still in school. Oh my god. That's so crazy to say. When I was still in high school though, you guys know, I was dual enrolled, so partially homeschooled, and I would sit in the car on my computer and do work because it's just so much more therapeutic. I feel like I'm enclosed. This car in specific, my mom's car, is the exact car I go to every time I have a mental breakdown, and we're normally in that passenger seat having a mental breakdown, but she can finally sit behind the driver's wheel, which is crazy. I feel so old, but anyways, came to the car early so that I could get some reading done. Darling Girls. Also, I know this is a reading vlog and I keep yapping about things that aren't books, but I redid my hair as like a little French braid going through it, and I put it up in a bun. So cute, so cute. Let's get to reading. How do you deal with your feelings in the real world? Nora had asked. You buried them. Jessica had replied. Good and deep.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me.
Hello everyone, it's officially Thursday. I would love to say that I read a bunch of my book, but I literally got, what chapter did I get to? Because it's a little bit embarrassing. I think I got like 12 pages through the book. I literally read 12 pages yesterday. You know what? Life is all about balance. It's okay. I'm not gonna be mad at myself at all because there's really no pressure. Like, reading is not something that you have to read a bunch of pages every day to where it's like, oh, now I'm a reader. No, you can literally read one page every day and be a reader. Like, I cannot stress that enough. It really does not matter how many pages I read, as long as I'm making some sort of progress. The progress is what I like to see. I got literally 12 pages through. There is nothing that I can update you guys on because I only got to chapter 2, but today we are at the library. I'm gonna try to get some reading done here. Also, of course, since I'm at the library, since I'm already here, I might as well go find some books. I'm either gonna check out some books or I'm gonna get some books from book sale, but let's go ahead and let's go into the library. The rest of my family is waiting on me inside, so I had to sit out here for a minute and film my update because you guys come first. So first things first, when we go in here, we are looking for some books. We'll see where the wind takes me, okay? I wanted to bring you guys along because even if I don't end up reading at all in there, which I'm hoping that I do, but even if I don't end up reading at all in there, I'm still at the library. This is still a book video. This is still a book YouTube channel at the end of the day, okay? And I don't want to bookshop alone. Let's go find some books and hopefully get some pages done while we're at it. a show called Forever. Cherished on watch it.
Oh my god, I want to watch that. It's been on my watch list for like a month.
I've been getting yelled at to watch it, so.
People keep saying the soundtrack is really good.
It's a lot later and you're gonna go to dinner soon, so I need to start getting ready. I will say I got to chapter 11 of this book and that's probably where I'm gonna end it. I don't think I'm gonna read more. So I'm currently ending off at page 77 of 361 of Darling Girls. I don't think I'm even gonna have my rating by time I finish like editing this video, because I think I'm gonna incorporate it into my next YouTube video, so please stay tuned for that. Of course, you guys will see all of my opinions on Darling Girls once that video comes out. With that being said, I do have a few things that I wanted to talk about Darling Girls. What I said before holds true, that it's just a character study, because that's exactly what it feels like. Like the mystery aspect, yes, adds like a cool little flair, but I just don't think that the mystery is enough to really keep you invested, and we're really not focusing on the mystery much. We're really majority focusing, is majority a word? Or majority focusing on just their life in general and their past in the foster homes. I know at some point it's gonna like come to the point of whatever happened in the past and how that body was found on the property. I know that that's going to become a thing, but until we get to that point, it's just like a character study. I do think it's interesting because one of our main characters, one of the sisters, is a social worker, so it's really interesting how her past kind of affected who she is now. I just feel like it's really interesting. I will talk more about it in another video, obviously, because I'm not going to finish it in today's video. This is actually where the video is going to end. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys super soon with another vlog, either a reading vlog or a day in my life. Who knows where the wind is going to take me for the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all my socials, and I'll see you guys later.